Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your ongoing support and dedication to the channel. If you are new here, let me take time to introduce myself. My name is Melly, and this is Embodied Tarot, where we prioritize clarity, guidance, confirmation. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to tap into and we're going to answer, what does the person on your mind currently thinks or feels about you? In order for you to pick the most accurate reading with the message that you need to hear, I did go ahead and I have 3 piles. Each pile is accompanied by a crystal to help you choose intuitively what message you need to hear for this reading. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. If you have chosen your pile, I did list the timestamp below in the description box and in the comment section for you to jump to your reading. So if you're ready, let's get it. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. And today we are going to answer the question, what does the person on your mind is currently thinking or feeling about you? What energy are they attracting when it comes to you? So pile number 1, what is the person on their mind currently thinking or feeling about them? Ooh. The first card we have the 3 of Swords, and automatically I'm feeling like they kind of regret something when it comes to you. It's like they're still stuck in their mind and they feel like you were a lesson that they weren't prepared for. I think that they wish they would have listened to you because you often led them in the right direction. I feel like they had a lot of regrets when it comes to how much they prioritized their job, or they had to make a decision when it comes to their job that kind of like affected your connection that you guys have with each other for the most part. But I feel like they are strongly in love with you still. I'm going to cover that because it is a little bit nude. Let's get one more card. The 2 of Swords. I think that your person was forced to make a decision when it comes to you and they weren't prepared. They weren't ready for it. And I think that they are still stuck in the mind frame of, if I could have, would have, should have. Only if I did this, things would have turned out differently. Their thoughts of you is a little bit obsessed with how things should have went and how much value you brought in their life and how dedicated and responsible, how much you elevate them. You are a person who held them in high regard, a high standard, and they're realizing that they had a whole bunch of yes persons around them. With the 3 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles with the Spirit card, what I'm picking up is that you made them better. You pushed them. You made them realize a lot when it comes to their stability. You made them realize a lot when it comes to how much they dedicate time and effort. You made them realize that the life that they were living right now wasn't the most healthiest. And in return, they didn't really accept the guidance that you were given. They weren't prepared to listen to you. They thought that you were attacking them. But in reality, you were trying to elevate them. I think that oftentimes they reminisce a lot on the memories that you guys have. And if you look at this 8 of Pentacles card, it's like this person is reviewing something, just like they're watching your social media. The 8 of Pentacles doesn't necessarily means watch social media. It's really to master something. So I feel like they are living vicariously through you, through your social media. So they're watching your hustling grind and you're just like, dang, you're doing exactly that you said you were going to do. And I love this about you. It could be they're also reaching out to friends and family to ask questions about you. They have this type of attachment where they have to keep tabs on you. So right now, I feel like they're still stuck on how things did not go the right way. They did not have their happily ever after for the most part, but still they're inspired to get to know you, to learn about you, to watch you. With the Ace of Wands and Lovers card, you were the spark in their life. You made them make tough decisions, but you were also reliable. You made them prioritize themselves and their happiness no matter what. The Ace of Wands energy is this like new, like I have arrived, I'm becoming, I'm willing to grow. It's very spontaneous. Like, let's see the experience. When it comes to you, their thoughts are like, you were the glue. You were the spark that I need. You were the light. Like, you just radiate happiness in their life. You were always an opportunity for them, and they really appreciate that. They are very impressed on your ability to overcome things. If we look at this Ace of Wands energy, we do see a lot of mountains, and mountains usually represents challenges, right? But no matter what challenges came towards them, you were able to address it in a very, stoic way. You were able to address it where it's just like they weren't losing anything for the most part. Emotionally, they were stuck between a rock and a hard place, but with your energy of always offering, and it was also always a power move, because color wise, we do have red nails, and red represents dominance. So they really like the fact that you came to them with equitable answers, equitable experiences, and just equitable feelings. Like, everything was like an improvement, and you made them feel their feelings even if they had to dig deep. With the Lovers card, I feel like they feel like they're still strongly connected to you. This energy is very like romantic. It's very peaceful. It feels like it's balanced and you guys are in sync. The Lovers card is an indicator of how much appreciation they have for you. You may not be the person who they ideally chase, but you just fit in their life like glue. Like, it was just like the perfect match, the match made in heaven. And it's very interesting how I did pull out the cards. We have this card hanging out and this card hanging out. This card is spirit guides, and then with the Lovers card, it feels like this was a fated event that was brought together. The Lovers card, Gemini energy, Mercury energy, for the most part, and it's all about you just grab their mental space. Like, the Lovers, yes, it's feelings, but it's also like, I could break free. You were their energy of freedom. You were their escape factor. You made them think and make decisions that they really were not prepared for. They really enjoyed your analytical skills. They really liked how you process things. They really appreciate your ability to see things from a different perspective and how you're able to push them to do the same thing. You're able to maneuver life in a very unique way that they weren't used to, but you give them the choice, with the choice to live, the choice to love, the choice to understand, the choice to move forward. You give them the choice. Interestingly enough, we do have the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Swords usually is the energy of not being able to make a decision, but you have to very quickly. It's like a mental overdrive. You're putting your emotions behind you and trying to use logic, but you don't have all the details. So you have a lot going on to process, and it's just like, I'm not ready. I think that you made them look past their emotions to get what they want. So maybe they're a person who suppressed their feelings, and you're just like, listen, you can't really be avoidant right now. Maybe you're a person who were very anxious, and you taught them how not to be anxious, how to use that, excited, overthinking, overanalyzing things as their safe place. You were a refugee to their mind. You were a safe place when it comes to their mind. You didn't make them feel like they were left out of anything. You made them feel like they were at home. You made them feel accepted. You were the outlier that they always wanted and needed. It was like you were their parent, but not like in a controlling, abusive way. It was more so like, I feel heard and I feel seen, I feel recognized, and I feel appreciated. So those are the words that they associate with you when it comes to your relationship with them. You elevate them in a very mental way. Let's clarify some cards. So what experience is this Three of Swords? What is this Three of Swords about for pile number one? What is this experience about for pile number one? The Four of Pentacles, how to let go. And then the Fool card, how to let go of things that you didn't fully feel like you're prepared for. You taught them how to move on. Moving on is not something that's within their strong, traits. They like to sit and wait for the most part. They like to observe. And you taught them the art of detachment. You taught them that there's more to life than to sit down and be stuck in the things that hurt them. You taught them how to use any type of energy, whether good or bad, happy or sad, angry, frustration, or, taking a step back and just relaxing. You taught them how to use that energy to get what you want. Even if you feel like you weren't prepared for the most part, you taught them how to let go. They love how you were able to flawlessly detach from things that no longer served you. And let's clarify this Two of Swords energy. What decisions were made that pile one person were not happy about, but they appreciate pile one for being there for them? We have the Nine of Swords and then the Six of Swords. The Nine of Swords energy is the energy of, overthinking, being anxious. You made it so easy for them to not worry about little things. They were able to have peaceful sleep. They were able to relax. In the past, they probably had an issue with relaxing. And I think that you were able to harness this energy of I got your back. And interestingly enough, the Six of Swords is that representation. Whatever decision they had to make, you had their back. You guide them, even if they didn't want guidance. Because the Six of Swords is you packing up everything that you have and going through the process. But you're not ready to go through this process. You had to be the person who they leaned on. So you were the go-to person for them. And they really respect the fact that you're able to, understand them on a mental level. Because nobody understood them. They were judged and persecuted for the most part. So you were their person, their home, their safety, their comfort, especially mentally. When they wanted to run, you were there. When they wanted to hide, you were there. When they wanted to give up, you were there. So they really respect your ability to find the good stuff in every experience and your ability to, just work with the energies, work with what was put against you, and also work with what you had to increase it, to improve it, to make it better. You basically turned lemon into lemonade. You made a home, you made a house a home, you made a job a career. Whatever you touch, you improve when it comes to them, and they're inspired by that. Let's clarify the Lover's card. What is this Lover's card energy? The Star card. You gave them hope. So at this point, I'm just repeating myself. You were the light at the end of the tunnel for them. You were the light at every step for them. You were the energy of, wow, I can do this. I could keep going. You were motivation. You were momentum. You were systems. You were the things that they needed when they needed it at all given times. Mentally, you helped them so much and they loved and appreciated about you. You were their voice of reasoning. Let's figure out their feelings for you. What is pile one person's feelings? The person on their mind. How do they currently feel about them? We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Five of Swords. We have the King of Cups. And then we have the Ten of Wands. I would say emotionally, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to be conservative with their feelings. They're either very avoidant with their feelings or they're very anxious. There's like no stability when it comes to their feelings. I feel like because they don't know if you will fight for the relationship, if you will fight for what you guys have together, if it's even worth them going through this process. I think that this person is in a lot of reflective mode, and this person wants to show you their feelings, but they're scared. They put all their guards up so that they can't face the truth. Their feelings towards you, it feels like it's mixed placed, because in one hand, they see as a person who helps them a lot, but they may not feel like they reciprocate the same energy. So they hold back a lot. The High Priestess is the energy of not trusting their intuition, feeling like this is a spiritual connection, but, things don't feel right. They're unable to explain things. So you guys may have synchronicities for the most part. The Five of Swords is a win at all costs. So they want to be able to reach out to you and convince you about something, but they don't know if it's the right time. They don't know how to control their emotions. They're scared that if they reach out to you or if they express themselves to you, you may not receive them well emotionally. So they try to avoid all feelings that they have for the most part. They are still attracted to you and they still want to enjoy you, right? I feel like they need to apologize for something, but they don't know how. They don't know how to meet you halfway. Okay, so we have a lot of cards here. We have the Queen of Wands, which is this first card. They still see you as a person who lights up a room, right? They feel like you guys' most intimate moments was one of the best moments ever, but maybe you guys went a little bit too fast. So while they have a lot of feelings for you and they feel like you are the best person, they see themselves in you, they feel like it was too good to be true. So they kind of self-sabotage. Underneath that, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. And it's just like, did I lose my soulmates? Did I lose the person, my better half? Did I lose the person who makes me happy? Those are questions that they're asking. Did I really lose you over something that was so silly? Can I come back and work things out? Should I work things out? Below that, we have, I need to fix this. I need to fix this very quickly. The Justice card is the energy of relationships, you know, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. It could also be like family and friends, business partnerships, but they want to balance whatever is going on. They want to make sure that you guys are on the same page, but how can they do it? Is it even right? They're overthinking a lot. With the Libra energy, they want to please you, but logically, they don't know how to please you. So what they do, they just watch you from afar and stalk your life so that when they do come around, you are expecting or they could become the person that you always wanted. Below that, we do have the Three of Cups. So they're very hopeful that you guys will reconnect and, you know, fix things and be happy. But at the same time, they're just like, is this worth the risk? Should I tap into this more? Should I be worried about this? So they have a lot of questions. I now want to ask, as my last question for your clarity as confirmation, what's to come next for you guys? What's to come next for pile one and their person? What's to come next for pile one and the person that's on their mind? What's coming next? Right. The Six of Wands. Y'all figuring it out. I think that you guys are going to reconnect and be very happy. I feel like you guys want to express yourself. I feel like you guys won't be hiding your connection or relationship. Very public. Letting people know what's going on and how much you guys adore each other. I feel like you guys will be sending messages to each other, you know, communicating a lot, taking time out to understand each other. Because while you guys are reconnecting, it may feel uncomfortable with the process, but it's a sacrifice and it's something that you guys are willing to do. The Hammer reverse is a person who is enlightened by information that's given, but information that's given is not putting them in the position, the predicament that's comfortable. If you look, the hanged woman, hanged man, hanged femme has a rope on their foot. Imagine if you're in that position. It's not the most comfortable, but it's telling you to detach and to observe. What else is coming for the couple? Any insight? We have the Two of Wands. You guys may take a trip together also. So this person could be long distance from you. I think that you guys may go on a date, but I see you guys making an experience. You guys traveling together. You guys figuring things out. And last message, what's to come for this connection? We have the Five of Wands. Not feeling like your back is against the wall. Not overthinking. It's just things working out how they're supposed to be. I think that you guys are going to have a new spark or return the spark back within your connection. And the fact that we have so many wands is just like the happiness will be there. You guys don't worry anymore. So what's to come for y'all is for you guys to regroup, reconnect, be very public for the most part, not being ashamed of the connection that you guys have, and also traveling. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. Remember who loves you. Until next time, bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. And today we are going to tap into the persons on your mind. What is their thought and feelings towards you? So let's see. All right, Spirit, pile number 2 wants to know what the person on their mind thinks about them. What are their current thoughts? Ooh. We have the Hangman, the Two of Wands, the Sun in reverse, the Empress, the Star, and then the Three of Pentacles. So I think the person on your mind is currently thinking, if I were to entertain the thought of fixing things, would you accept me? I feel like your person is watching you. I feel like your person has this energy of, this is not the right time. I feel like your person regrets the fact how things played out. They could have a third party influence. So it could be like a family member or friend, or they could have been a third party as like another woman or another man that came in a relationship. Your person feels very stuck and they're wondering how long will this last. I low-key feel like you and this person haven't really communicated much, a little bit distant emotionally, not for a very long time, but a little distance, a little cold, a little harsh. I'm going to tap into the Sun energy. And the Sun energy in reverse is a great card of things not lasting forever. So I feel like your person sees you as a person who is very forgiving no matter what. But you may have been showing a lot of actions like, this time is different. This time I'm not putting up with it anymore. This time I'm sticking up for myself. And they're not used to that. So it's like you caught them off guard with a decision or a thought that they weren't prepared for. They are used to you giving in to them at all given time. And this time it was like, enough is enough. The fact that the Star card is also in reverse, you're basically calling them out on their bluff. You're sticking up for yourself. And you may have gotten a third party involved, or a third party was the cause of this dynamics. They do see you as an emotionally well person. You could be the mother of their children, or you could be the father of their children, or they could have desired to have children with you. Nevertheless, they feel like you are an amazing caretaker and you will really provide love, affection, dedication to the people who are around you. Your love seems very unconditional for the most part. They think that you are very critical with your thoughts. You move very slow, but when you make a decision, it's something nobody was really expecting. They're not sure if you're going to spin the block again. They're not sure if they're going to have access to you. And that's what's continuously on their mind. Will I have access to you? Will I get to show you something different, right? The Hangman energy is to observe, whether they're observing things, over time, or they're observing things based on what is going on. They're weighing their option for the most part. They're basically trying to see, or they're trying to do a cost analysis. What am I going to get in return if I did this? I feel like your person's a little bit prideful and they're ashamed of what other people may say. This third party energy is really like irritating me. So let's clarify what this third energy is with Three of Pentacles. What is this third party energy for pile 2? What is this third party energy for pile 2? The Six of Cups. Who's the mother in this energy? Somebody from their past and the Justice card. They may have done something that you did not appreciate with somebody from their past, you know? Or you may have told them to not entertain somebody for the most part, somebody's younger than them. Or it could be a mother issue. So it could be you're the mother, or their little mother, or a person who raised them is causing some type of conflict. They're scared of the mother dynamics. So if you are the parent, mother to their children, then I think that they are scared of your reaction to a secret, or they're scared of your reaction to them. If it is not you, then I feel like they are scared of if your provider, the person who nurtured you, the person who gave you life, will accept them. So they have not made a decision yet on whatever is going on with y'all, because they're scared of whether or not this decision will make everybody happy. What decision does Pal 2 needs to make that they're not making? The Judgment. Did you give them an ultimatum, or did somebody else give them an ultimatum? It's a reflection energy. Something happened a while ago. And the 4 of Pentacles. It could be a financial decision, or it's a decision with a house. But I feel like you were made to choose between a relationship, and that was not the best option to give. The Judgment card, if you look at this lady, she has her hands out, and it's kind of giving me like, come with me. So I feel like their free will is kind of like at the focal points. Is somebody taking their free will, or they're not willing to give up this energy to make a relationship work? Or maybe they're feeling like you are really being like, not stubborn, but really being like, no, this is what I want. I'm not prioritizing people that are not prioritizing me. So they see you as a person who is actually standing by what they say this time around, no matter how much it hurts you, or how much it hurts them, or how much it hurts everybody that's surrounding them. They see you as a person, not saying you're difficult, but you're very like in tune with what you want, your feelings, and everything that's rightfully yours. You're not breaking character, and this character is new for them. Let's see their current feelings. The person on Pals 2 mind, what are their current feelings? The Ace of Wands. They're so stuck on whether you're going to accept them or not. What are they feeling? It feels like a slow burn relationship. They're attached to you. They made some very bad decisions that they're not proud about, and they regret it. The King of Pentacles. This person is very chaotic. One more card. What are their feelings? The Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, divorce certificates. The Ten of Swords. But then behind that is the Ten of Cups. Who is writing this story? This is crazy. What? The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Ten of Swords right after that. And then a Ten of Cups. 10, 10, 10s across the board. Okay, let's tell a story. So I feel like your person lacks emotions, or they're suppressing their emotions because of a decision that they have to make. And this decision is probably going to alter the way how everybody sees the family dynamics, or you guys together as a unit. The Ace of Wands is a slow burning energy of something that has to get done, but we're not doing it. It's just like one of you guys are bored for the most part. There needs to be a spark back within the relationship, for the most part. The Devil card, I really feel like this is more like sexual, but usually the Devil represents like unhealthy attachments, codependency, bad decision-making skills for the most part. And it's interesting that we have the Judgment card. For this energy, they still find you, attractive. They're still attracted to you. Very much, if they could be in your skin, they would be in your skin, even if the energy is like that's not what it really is. The King of Pentacles energy is you may lean on this person as a provider, or they may lean on you as a provider, or you guys may go through financial difficulties right now. I think that the King of Pentacles, when it comes to feelings, is that they weren't prepared to handle your emotions, or you were not prepared to handle their emotions, or the emotion that you guys are both feeling right now is not the best energy for y'all to thrive. I think that they're taking things one step at a time when it comes to you, because you were a person that they expect to be in their life for the rest of their life, but it's just like maybe it's not going to happen like that. So let me try to capitalize on what I have in this moment. With the Ten of Swords, you guys, if you're in a relationship, you guys may want to break up or call it quits. But Spirit is saying like this break that you guys take is actually something good for you guys to reconnect and be happy again. So they want to live in the moment with you. They want to be happy with you. They want to be copacetic with you. But it's like, let's put one foot at a time. Left foot, right foot. They don't want to make any more promises that they can't keep. No more broken promises for the most part. While they have a long-term goal for you, their idea of a relationship with you is very like short term, because they're obsessed with predictability, and you may not be as predictable to them because of this character that you now are or becoming, or you want to become, or you're portraying for the most part. Let's see what's to come for you guys. What's to come for pile 3 in their person? What's to come for pile 3 in their person? The World's card. I feel like you guys are going to have a fresh start, a new beginning. I feel like you guys are going to step out on your comfort zone and just enjoy life. The World card is traveling. The World card is also, okay, I review everything that happened to me and led up to this point, and I'm going to take those tools and start back over again. So it's like they're going to reconnect with you. Reconnect. Redo things. Start over. Push the button on puppy dog stage within a relationship. The High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. You guys are going to have some very big conversations, a lot of tough conversations, a lot of indirect conversations also. Very thoughtful and powerful conversations. Just like pile 1, I do feel like you guys probably seen signs or synchronicities for the most part. And it could be a lot of people who chose pile 2 could have been drawn to pile 1, but ultimately went to pile 2. So if you need to get more clarity, definitely go to pile 1 to understand the dynamics that you guys have. And then what's to come for pile 2 and their connection? Yeah, start over. We have an ending and a beginning. So I do feel like you guys may have temporary separation for the most part, but you guys are connecting. Let's just say if you guys are already separated, I think on the short end, within a month, you guys will reconnect, or by, the safe answer would be by next year, Aquarius to April season. So Aquarius to Aries season is when you guys are going to be good. But I really do feel like by January, so the top of the month, top of the year, you guys will be in a better place, complete 180. If they do decide to reconnect, what would their relationship look like? The person on pile 2's mind. The Two of Pentacles. It won't be comfortable. It will flow. It won't be a roller coaster, but it won't be comfortable either. You guys can rip off the Band-Aid to make sure things work and are in alignment. The Eight of Cups. You guys may use walking away as a guilt trip type of thing. I feel like you guys are going to travel emotionally. So you guys are making a lot of emotional decisions for the most part. What does the person on pile 2 mind want from this connection within a year from now? The Knight of Wands. They want to have happy moments. Be mindful of this person using you for your body though. But they want to make sure that you guys are good physically for the most part. They want you to, be able to, they want people to recognize you as their partner, as their friend, as their confidant. For the most part, they want equal give and take. What do you ultimately want from this relationship within a year, from this connection, if you guys reconcile? The Ace of Pentacles. You just don't want broken promises anymore. And I think that's what they're working on. You don't have much to give. You're not going to give anymore because enough is enough. But I feel like both you guys crave stability. It's coming in an environment where, you know, you guys are not communicating well. So if you fix your communication with this person, then I feel like you guys will go far. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2, on the person that's on your mind. What are their thoughts and feelings towards you? Until next time, remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. And in today's reading, we are going to tap into your person who is on your mind, their energy, on their thoughts and feelings towards you. Let's figure it out. Okay, Spirit, what is the person on pile 3's mind? What are their thoughts towards them? Ooh. They see you as a person that's very practical. The person who makes the right decisions, the decisions that everybody's scared of making. They love your analytical skills. They love that you're a provider. They love that you're able to grow into things. Okay, so we have 2 knights. And usually knights represents a person who is developing through experience. They're learning through experience. So they see you as an experience. I don't know if that's a good thing or not yet, but maybe you're in an experimental phase of your life, or maybe you're in this energy of I'm intrigued. They're very much intrigued by you and having a life with you. They see you as a person who is very witty, is able to get up and go. For the most part, they see you as a very strong-minded person, a person who enjoys to experience life. They enjoy you enjoying yourself. The person on pile 2's mind, they see you as a healer, and you have healed. They see your growth emotionally because they watch you a lot. You know, they are very mindful of how they approach you. They want to make sure that you're feeling safe within this dynamic, because the devil card is an attachment, codependency, overthinking, unhealthy choices. And the Queen of Cups is a person who leads and care through love. They see you as a very nurturing person who could be emotional, but you crave stability, or you make decisions that's very intuitive. And they really respect that about you, that you're able to heal people around you. Anybody who comes in your presence, they leave feeling 1,000 times better because your ability to see, you know, through them. We do have the 8 of Swords. So sometimes they feel like you could be trapped in your own mind, and you sometimes make decisions that's not well for you because you are thinking about the bigger picture. So while you are an intuitive and innovative thinker, they feel like they want you to free yourself from your self-sabotage, or sometimes how you speak down on yourself, your self-worth. So they feel like you may lack confidence or have issue with confidence, or, you know, you may be too confident. It's something with confidence. But they see you as a person who brings stability for the most part. You know how to generate wealth. You're very strategic, and you're just a person who they desire to be. They see you as a person who's willing to grow. So the energy over here to over here is completely different. So the night energy is, let's think about a teenager, a person who is just a fish out of water, just ready to like go. Like, I'm on a hunt, I'm on the move. I need to get my finances together, and I need to figure out my passion in life. You are figuring out who you are, who you want to be right now. And they know this comes from a place of healing, because at one point you were stuck in your head and you sabotage yourself. You sacrifice yourself to make everybody else happy. But now you're making yourself happy, and you are doing it in a very healthy way. You're not codependent on people and their energy anymore. And as a result, they see you as a person who is very strategic and who has or have been manifesting the life that they have right now. You've worked hard for the life that you have, and they really appreciate the fact that you're able to put everything to the side to get what you want. You're very motivated, you're very dedicated, you're very self-sufficient. So they see you as a person who is a go-getter and who's able to become a millionaire, or able to, you know, make things very better for themselves. So they have great thoughts about you. They see your growth and they see your projects. What is pile 3 person's feeling towards them? What is pile 3 person current feelings towards them? The King of Pentacles. Okay. The 5 of Wands. The Moon card. The 8 of Pentacles. The Strength card. the Nine of Wands, the Judgment. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. Ooh, with the Two of Swords. Okay. And the King of Cups. Ooh, they have strong feelings towards you. Now, will they show it? Probably not. That's how they get their power. That's how they keep you reeled in, by them not really revealing their feelings towards you. For them, it's just like, if I'm around you, if I'm providing for you, then you should know. They feel like they shouldn't have to remind or tell you what their feelings are. The Moon card is secrecy and fears and doubt. So even though they have this strong love and feelings towards you, they may not show it because they're just like, I'm a protector and provider. And if I show it, you won't be able to handle it. So they may express their feelings when things go wrong, or when their back is against the wall, and when they feel like they're losing something. So the fact that they don't really show their emotions, not because they're lacking emotions and feelings. It's more so they're just like, you should know. Why am I reminding you? Why am I telling you? Like, we're both grown. We're still in this together. Like, what's the issue? So this could be a good thing in the sense of, it brings in you being self-sufficient and being stable with your feelings. But also it brings in the energy of you, if you have an can't speak. If you have if you have an anxious attachment style, they may find it very difficult to always remind you that they love you. It's like they may feel like you have them on like a timer. Don't be surprised if they have automatic text set up just for you. For the most part, I think that they feel like if they would have to choose or to do things over again, they will always choose you to do it with. For the most part, you bring happiness in their life no matter what. So you're very fair and impartial, and they want to treat you in high regard. They like you, they adore you, they appreciate you. What is pal 3 persons next move towards them? What's to come for this couple, this pair? The 7 of Swords. One of you guys are watching each other like a hawk. Ooh wee. I don't know, it's a red flag. What is this 7 of Swords energy about? The 2 of Wands. Somebody going on a trip? Or options? You may find out that they have options. Or you may find out that they did not tell you the full truth about something. I feel like you're going to find out something that you weren't expecting. Okay, that's interesting. What is to come for pile 3? What is to come for pile 3? The Page of Wands in reverse. Feeling very bored. What is going on with y'all? What is this? What is this? They think highly of you, but then they're holding back. Be mindful of this person manipulating you. The Death card. Okay, things are gonna get shaken up for y'all. The Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. I do feel like there's a third party involved within the situation, and it doesn't have to be, another lover. It could be a friend or a family member. Just keep in mind, the third party could be an associate, a boss, a peer. Keep in mind of influences within your relationship. But I feel like what's come for y'all next is them revealing something to you that's going to change the dynamics of your relationship and force y'all to grow. Force y'all to figure out how to be hyper independent and not be so dependent on each other. What's to come for them? What is to come for pile 3 person and them? The Temperance card. I feel like you guys are going to fix y'all issues, whatever issues you guys have. You guys are going to communicate, and I feel like they're going to open up emotionally. So if you've been stressing and fighting and trying to understand what's going on with you and your person emotionally, I feel like they're going to, show their feelings. They're going to express themselves. You're going to understand them a little bit better for the most part, but that's after things get shaken up. That's after you guys acknowledge the distrust that you guys have for each other in the past. That's after you guys tell each other what exactly you want without the fear of losing them. But I also see you guys celebrating. Last message. What's to come for pile 3 in their person? Oh, the 10 of Wands. Not being stressed out. Let's ask, what does pile 3 person want them to know right now in this instant? What does pile 3 person want them to know now in this instant? They want to fix and reconcile things. They want to make things better. They want to repair. The Star card is a hopeful card. It's a card that, you know, bring you back to a fated event, make you more faithful. For the most part, it is the desire to make things better in a very natural way. The 3 of Swords is, yeah, technically it's a heartbreak, right? But it's also mental anguish. The 3 of Swords energy, even though it represents a heartbreak in imagery, the Swords represents your thoughts, your mentality. And 3 represents expansion. So I feel like they want to expand what reality in their mind of you is for the most part. And then what do they want? The Lover's card, but it's in reverse. Ooh, why is it in reverse? Why is the Lover's card in reverse? Oh, they want to break free from dogmas ideology, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you or them are being forced to face the truth of things are not going well as we may perceive it, but it's because of our surroundings for the most part. The people who we have surrounding us may not have the most healthiest perspective or the healthiest understanding of how life should be. I do have a few coupling energy, like the King and Queen of Pentacles. I do have the King of Cups that comes out, the Queen of Wands that's coming out. For the most part, Ace of Wands. I feel like this person wants to have stability with you, but the environment that you guys both are in is very stifling, and it's probably, you know, blowing out the flame. So while they appreciate you and your ability to grow and experience life in the lens that you even fit, and you are able to make big, strong decisions, happy decisions, and they admire you as a person, I also feel like they feel like having you in their life is very difficult to maintain because other people. So they're probably trying to figure out, like, who I have to cut off, why I have to cut them off. They're asking a lot of questions on how to maintain and sustain you within their life, and that's what they're trying to figure out. But they see you as a very strong, independent person, but you know, being strong and independent could be intimidated. Now, am I telling you not to be strong and independent? No, absolutely not. But you know, it's okay sometimes to soften up yourself. But make sure this person is not using you, because that did pop up. And wait for this transformation type of energy. So that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you for being here with me. Until next time, remember who loves you. Bye.